Paving this shit crank.
I'm the man up in this piece. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What up, world?
What up?
Bet That TV.
Bet that.
Big Ro, Shano, back at you again. Know what I'm saying?
Back.
Like I always do, we're going to start off by saying, man, stay masked up. Stay keeping your immune system on boost, healthy, wash your hands, man.
You know, they say they got a vaccine now.
Yeah, but that's next year we're going to get it, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And I mean, you can never be too careful, man. Like my boy said, it don't cost shit to do the right thing. Take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Stay masked up. Keep washing your hands, you know what I mean? Because it is out there. The cases is rising every day. You know, matter of fact, I just seen the news feed on his phone. It just shot down, said Texas, the case number is rising like right now.
Well, we over 1 million already, and we number one in the country. Now, Texas, we known for being number one, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want to do that on the negative
Not
side.
in this particular circumstance.
So, you know, yeah, you could be the, number one at getting your ass whooped, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, who the fuck want that? So
Nobody.
Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Look out for your loved ones, you know what I'm saying? Family, be loved, whatever. This up on you. This your shit to do. You feel me?
Yeah, before we jump into it, I just want to put the disclaimer out there that these are the opinions and perspective of Rex Robertson and Shannon Thibodeau. We have the right to say what we want to say.
Second Amendment.
Don't be too sensitive, and if you are, fuck you. You know?
The King Von, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The issue that they had with T.I. saying what he said, right?
Right.
Now, it only could be that he was talking about the King Von nigga. Why do you think that, you know what I'm saying, it's such a disconnect after boys get out the street and make it and they got them kind of comments?
Man, to be honest, man, like I told you, I don't know what T.I. was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if you let him tell it, although he's not in the streets, he's still connected. So I would say that, I mean, it was just a lack of taste and tact, to put it. I don't get it, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that he tried to kind of backtrack now because of the heat he was catching, you just shouldn't have said it. And if what you said, quote unquote, about it wasn't about him, it was just a general statement, the timing was awful.
But even if it was just a general statement, and say he did mean to say, which we know he did,
Yeah.
you know, I don't understand men nowadays, you know. My bad. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. All these things would have helped the situation and made it into a different thing. So that's the kind of thing I look at. A lot of, you know, I'm just saying people, because it ain't generational. Just a lot of people like a Donald Trump, and now you see Tip with the shit come back on. Hey, man, the real man or a real, you know what I'm saying, character of a man, you can be wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong, my bad, and then move on to the next thing.
Yeah, because you're really being a hypocrite, Tip. I remember when R.I.P. to Nip,
Right.
when Nipsey first passed and the Kodak Black had something to say to Laura London, you was the first one to check him, make it right. All you got to do is say, you're sorry, my bad.
Yeah, and he eventually did.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that was a sign, but you're right. Like, you can say, I'm sorry. You know, at the time I was feeling this way, my bad.
My bad. But back to it, like I said, man, R.I.P. King Von, and us being two Texas born and raised boys, we want to give a condolence to the Mo3, up and coming rapper out of Dallas, Texas, who was gunned down a couple of days ago, man.
Right, that's some crazy shit too.
Yeah, on the freeway, you know what I'm saying? And man,
Little homie who out there you telegraphing like you had something to do with it on, you know what I'm saying? That's a real weak
Stop
look.
it.
That's a real weak look. I mean, all this celebrating, I heard something else too. And you know, this my kinfolk them, you know, when they dissing a nigga said, dissing why?
Yeah.
You know, fuck your dead homie.
Yeah.
That's some shit that they do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Of course that shit gotta hurt, but what I'm saying, you know, leave the dead right where they at, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, even with the King Von, the Quando Rondo nigga put up a post that said, told Lil Durk, go pick your twin up.
See, that's that shit right there. And like I said, you know, I don't condone this violence in our black community. Like, we can't agree to disagree or get along or whatever the hell is in our community. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you on OG status, you need to get these boys under check, because all this senseless killing, you know what I'm saying? Never mind the way it make us look, the way it is, it's just not something I'm feeling. You feel me?
Yeah, on the cool. And it's like, also, you know, we talked about it often, man. I always say, young cats, y'all will kill each other at the drop of a dime, but won't shoot the police when they George Floyd, or won't ride down on a racist white motherfucker, but to kill each other with no problem.
Well, it's because it don't have no retribution to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true, real shit.
And another thing that coming from it is, you know, why should I care if I'm from another community? Like, we hear people in other communities get killed.
Yeah.
We not concerned about that shit, right?
Yeah.
So when it does concern our community, we know ain't nothing gonna happen. It might be a retaliatory type of thing that go down with somebody else get killed. But what do we really care about? I mean, do we really care about us?
Yeah, well, let me pose this to you. You know, some of them gonna say the reason why they do it is because when it's like that, it stay in the street. Don't go to the police. You know what I'm saying? Let the streets handle that. If you call the police, you a snitch now, you a hoe, because you went and told the police.
And I feel that, you know what I'm saying, you should handle your business in-house, but your business can be handled a little bit differently than murdering one another, you know? If that's the point, this is a never-ending circle. Like they say, like, you know, Martin Luther King said, you know, eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind, you know. If you take an eye for an eye, you feel me?
Yeah.
So somebody got to find it in their heart to think beyond that and to unite that. And that's why I shout out people like Minister Farrakhan, who step in there and take that, even a Jay Prince, if you will, who step in before it become a hectic situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't know the thing that, you know, the suffering that these men cause themselves. But if you live long enough, you know, it's senseless.
Yeah,
so that's why if you started out in the street or started out with violence, you know what I'm saying, and you try to correct that, you know what I'm saying, I gotta salute you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is the way of this country. You know what I'm saying? We built off violence. This is the most violent country in the world. We propose the most violence on the world.
Yeah.
You feel me? And something got to change about our mindset.
And let me say this. I did some research. And do you know since 2015, 51% of the young rappers have been killed?
Yeah, I seen that 51%.
Think about that, y'all. 51%. And I was
That seems crazy, man. You think about it.
That's more than half.
Seems like it's 1 million rappers.
Right?
So 500,000 little niggas getting killed. And like I said, it's really, like I said, you know, I was looking at South Park Trap.
Yeah.
And he was speaking on it. He was saying something that, you know, I think, you know, shout out South Park Trap. But he was saying something that really makes sense. He was like, once you become a public figure, right? People know where you at
all times.
So if you're gonna be in the street, have one foot in the street and one foot in the industry, you ain't ready to be an artist. You see what I'm saying? And that's a way for you to know whether you ready to be an artist, because all you boys hollering, I'm living what I'm spitting. Look, man, we were speaking about this, yesterday?
This shit is entertainment.
Right. If you're an artist, that's what you should dedicate your life to, you know. What you say about music being soothe the savage beast?
Yeah.
You know
music supposed to calm the savage beast.
Right.
We now heard. To calm the savage beast, here's the Alpine. You know what I mean? Calm the savage beast. But I was going to ask you this, Shannon. So, do you think, not directly responsible, but it's an agenda, Biggie said, you nobody till somebody kill you, right?
It's true. I mean, look at the Pop Smoke nigga.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I really never heard of him. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I like the Dior shit or whatever. But I had never heard it until he got killed. And he multi-platinum, ain't he? Behind being killed, right?
Yeah.
So to me, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's a surefire way for you to blow up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So do you think the industry, the powers that be...
I think it's part of the culture. I don't think it's they plan.
Okay.
They plan is to get that message music out there. They plan is to keep people like
Deaf,
Jay
dumb, and
Prince
blind.
from being the distributor. It keeps you from keep putting the game in your own hands.
Right.
So, you know, they try to destroy people like that so they can keep on making money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, really, and this ain't no anti-Semitic, but the Jews ran the game.
They do.
You see what I'm saying? And this back from, you know, Russ, Simmons, and all them. You know, Russ, Def Jam is a production deal.
Yeah.
It ain't their own entity.
No, totally.
You know,
Totally.
and that's one thing, you know, you got to look at the OG, James Prince. You got to salute, you know, Luke Skywalker, Uncle
Yeah.
Luke out there. Because them boys were really independent.
Yeah.
You know, and Luke was even pressing up his own copy.
E40.
But that's part of the game right
Yeah.
there. They don't want you to be, you know, 80 to 100% of what it is that you're doing. They want you to depend on them. How else they get paid? Because you got the one thing that the music business can't do without. You got the entertainment.
Right.
You know, ain't no young Jewish boy gonna come and murder the game and take over, say, like an Eminem did.
Not at all, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have to have a cosign from one of us.
Right, and they don't live in the street like
Right.
us. And that's why, go back to what Dame Dash was saying, they are culture vultures. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they taking your culture. So that's why they kind of like push out like this drill music.
Yeah.
It don't matter to them because they getting paid either way.
Right.
Now they know, oh, okay, I only can get 30% out the order. I need this artist to keep on being hot.
Yeah.
You know, like with Big or even Pac be dead, if Vibe didn't come out with that East Coast versus West
Coast,
would they even be dead?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They feud that.
Yeah.
So as soon as any nigga seen that in the store, I had the magazine. And as soon as I saw the shit, I was like, oh, okay, we don't like them. Like I got anything to do with it.
Right.
But I'm saying like, oh, we don't like them.
Yeah.
Whether I was on Biggie's side or
Or
Tupac's side, that's gonna be your first, you know, train of thought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, Puffy is saying that, you know, they misquoting him about the thug life when he say talking to Pac. In that they say that he tell Pac, once thug life, always thug life. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
And Puff say he didn't mean it in that sense, but you reading it, it's like a text. You can't feel the emotion behind no text.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But they can start mess with that shit. And Kevin Powell, wherever the fuck you may be, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because you's a messy bitch. And I'm just saying, if you were just a journalist, right?
Yeah.
You'd have wrote it from a perspective of outside looking in. You wrote it from inside looking out. So that part of the industry and that part of the culture,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
is slowly rotting it out, I think.
Yeah.
And these beefs and I'm mad and this messy shit between these kids who don't even know what they gonna do with their life. I mean, it's just like Gucci, right? Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane seen one way, went to prison, cleaned himself up. He a whole different cat right now.
Right.
Young Jeezy a
He
different cat.
evolved,
Rick
yeah.
Ross. But these young cats ain't giving that possibility. Tupac wasn't giving the possibility that, okay, I'm like this now. But as I mature and grow up, how I'm gonna be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit crazy to me, man.
Yeah, just to the youngsters, man, in the game, let me say this. We are the only genre, and I say we because I'm hip-hop to the bone. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Bet
We are
that.
the only genre that kill each other. We talked about it last time. You
Yeah.
don't see
Ain't no rock and rollers running around killing
country,
one another.
western, you know what I'm saying? Even R&B boys, you know, R&B boys worse than rappers.
I mean, but they throw hands and let it be
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, no, I'm saying.
You know, and are you telling me that an R&B nigga harder than you, my nigga? I seen the King Von nigga run up, smack the nigga Rondo, right?
Yeah.
Smack that nigga with a good one.
Yeah.
But like we were saying before, niggas sissified.
Scared,
You know what I'm saying?
more scared to take an ass whooping than you ought to die.
Yeah, let it be known, nigga, you scared, nigga. You scared, and because you scared, you gonna have this nigga murder this nigga. Instead of y'all just fight it out. You know, take an L and guess what? You will live to whoop his ass again, go train, come back, whoop that nigga ass, or, you know what I'm saying, to catch another ass whoop.
Yeah, like my boy Sauce say, because I'm from Houston. Y'all don't want to punch.
They don't want to punch, Sauce. I give you that one.
Right? They don't want to punch.
Shout out South Walker, his little posse or whatever, because, you know, regardless however goofy niggas think they is or whatever, he had a point.
Yeah.
You see how H-Town niggas work out things.
We punch.
You know, hey, I'll meet you here, da-da-da-da-da.
Get it off our chest.
And look.
That's it.
Every nigga I didn't fought, I used to box. But every nigga I didn't fought in the street, you know what I'm saying, afterwards, you know what I'm saying, we done had a different kind of respect for one another.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And we both live.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. You can go back, I think about OG Bobby Johnson. Bobby Johnson say,
South Central.
yeah, he say, son, you know what I'm saying, if you hurt a man, that man can heal.
Yeah.
If you maul a man, you know, eventually in time, he got another arm.
Yeah.
But if you kill a man, it's no way to repay that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when you kill a man, you taking everything he have and everything he gonna have. Shout out Unforgiven. That was the coldest shit I heard on the movie. You feel me?
So
if
now
you take all that from somebody, just be willing to deal with that's what you did.
And just think about it, man. You took somebody's daddy, husband, son, and they ain't never coming back.
And that's my whole thing. Anytime it's self-defense, you know, share something with y'all. I done had to defend myself with a pistol before.
Right.
To keep myself from dying.
Right.
Right? To protect my loved one. That's different than, you know what I'm saying, it's a fight. And you pull out a gun because you scared of taking that ass whooping. You know what I'm saying?
You a coward.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, because it ain't, you know, the size of the dog in the fight is the size of the fight in the dog.
No.
So if the nigga bigger than you, hey, this is a fight. You know what I'm saying? But if you murder that man, shoot that man, you know what I'm saying? It's no way ever, you know, for you to make that right.
And that's going to start a chain reaction because if you kill him, his partner's going to want to get you. If they get you, your partner's going to want to get them. Whereas maybe if y'all fight, like Shannon said, we can fight, agree to disagree, you whoop me, I whoop you, move on, man.
It's dead then. That shit is dead. You know, it's over with. You know, and that's what I like to think about when I say, hey, man, my whole wish for the whole industry, I done made this claim before, whether you a gangbanger on the lowest level or you the top dog, whether you the richest rapper or the poorest man coming out the gutter with this shit. Look, if you say you getting out the mud, we all the same, man. We make the size that we on, bruh. Let these petty fucking shit come between us. How we ever gonna grow? Man, put that shit, if you're an OG, man, control your men, teach them how to box. I'll teach you how to box. But one thing about it is, you know what I'm saying, stop leaving it up to that Smith & Wesson. You know what I'm saying?
And let me just say this. I'm guilty of this, but everybody, your ego and your pride. And I got a pride. You know what I'm saying? I got an ego to an extent. But do you know pride? I know you know. Pride is one of the 7 sins.
Oh, yeah. 7 deadly sins, yeah.
You know what I mean? And we all got it. Like I said, I'm guilty of it too. I'm from Texas. Everybody know Texas tough. If we don't got nothing else, we got some pride down south. But just think about that. That's one of the 7 deadly sins biblically. Pride.
And like I said, it ain't like taking pride in you having your family. It's something where pride is a bonus, but because a nigga step on your ego, you can't let your pride get the best of you to where you get yourself killed or get that man killed, man. We gotta value human life. Like, it's just like with this corona shit. You wearing a mask shows that you value this man's life, not necessarily that you think you gonna get it, but you might have it and never have no symptoms, but give it to the next man and then kill him.
Kill him.
You know, shout out Jeremiah. He right now fighting COVID in the Chicago
Yes,
hospital. You know,
and
get
better, man.
I just think that's the thing right there, man. You got to look at it in that aspect, man. Real shit.
Yeah. So before we get off of this, just to the young nation, man, be smarter. Try to live, man.
And we saying this because we care about it. I love you, little brother. You know what I'm saying, little sister. Y'all out here doing this wild shit to one another, man. It's a better way. And before you figure out that better way, you fuck around and get yourself killed.
Bet that.
Bet.
We're back. We're going live. I remember one lead,
and Two Dog was the label. A independent nigga making moves like a major. Willow was the artist and Lee had the vision. And Carrie mixed the beats to make the whole world listen. Fool, take a number, get your weak ass in line. Heal up, reel up, bring it back, come, rewind. And I ain't got to shine, I got a God-given glow. And even if I try to tone it down, it'll show the